I imagine I'll start the video with, "Hey guys, Agent of Doubt here. And this is the video that you guys wrote the script for in the comments section." Haha, just kidding. Every terrible thing I'm about to say is actually what I really believe, starting with the Cleveland Browns are absolutely 100% better than the Schittsburg Steelers. Yo, 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 world's worst social justice warlord here. You know that thing you thought I was? Turns out, it's also a bit of that. Now check this abandoned wig hoarder's house. There's one thing we can say for sure. Only one person will take this attempt at community building / cohesion seriously, and we all know who she is. So thank you all for your input, and excuse me while I go cry in the corner, you ungrateful pack of hyenas. You could call this video Engagement of Doubt, where you guys are free to explore yourselves. I'd like to inform you all that I have converted to Islam. None to be worshipped but God. Muhammad is his prophet. Also, I really miss Happy Cabby. I came to this conclusion because I could never be a Mormon because I'd have to give up drinking Mountain Dew, and that ain't happening. I can take a wild guess why there's a lack of community. People started chasing the political genre of media. I know I did. And it's very interesting what I found out about a lot of people from said community. I know some conservative / patriot atheists, but the rest, mostly left-leaning or far left. Which brings me to the question, how are they smarter again? After listening to atheists for about 7 years, I've come to the conclusion that those people who support the left are more gullible than a Mormon, less intelligent than a snake-wielding, quaking, wailing, babbling backwoods Pentecostal, and completely full of shit when the word of faith is brought into question. They trusted CNN by faith and wore Don Lemon's, Brian Stetler's, and Rachel Maddow's asses as VR headsets. I've been away for a while because of some big things in my life. Been thinking about stuff, like I've always wondered, has anyone really been far even as decided to even go want to do look more like, just the big questions. I hereby pledge to keep at it. Algorithm be damned. I realized something after the last Breakfast Club. I'm tired of fighting the truth. I want to transition. I want to be a sweet young girl. Any advice where to start? A lot idiotically support socialism, if not communism. I just want to show them what's happening in Cuba right now and tell them that asshole Che on their shirts was not a revolutionary. He was a commie pig mass murderer. And those that wear that stupid Guy Fawkes mask because they're pussies and like to hide their identity, Fawkes was a murderer, conspirator, nut, worse than a tinfoil hat wearing CIA UFO investigator from 1953. I drove all the way to Grand Junction to dig up dirt on Jacqueline Glenn's plagiarized BetterHelp sponsor integrations at an abandoned log cabin in the woods when an old army buddy of mine texted me to ask whether Atheism Plus was still a thing and whether I'd had any Mountain Dew relapses. Misty and I were driving about 30 miles down the road from a Colorado location, and I found this old barn. Yeah, you see here? Anyway, I think it's super cool. Hi everyone, Agent of Doubt here. So I've been thinking lately about what's going on with some event or phenomenon or issue. It's all ogre now. So you see, all the crazy bullshit that these leftist atheists believe has come out and exposed what a bunch of loons these people truly are. Bandwagoners, droning automatons of the fake mainstream media, vicious, no conscience, and purely narcissistic. Like Sea Beach. What the fuck is his issue? If he still drinks, I get it. But to be a complete moron about what's happening in our country and go around insulting people based on his very simplistic, skewed version of reality, I'd say he has more issues than alcoholism. Hell, my own issues don't add up to the way a lot of people think. I truly believe that humanity is on the evolutionary decline to a real idiocracy. But the way people are convoluting everything to create false narratives so that people can casually hate on something without even knowing the truth about it, that kind of shit wakes me up in the middle of the night. Well, the thing is, the typical AOD video, there really is no such thing, really, right? Moving on to the question du jour. What is a typical Agent of Doubt video? Full disclosure, I don't know, as I've covered pretty much everything in the decade plus that I've been here, and moving forward, I have no idea what's going to be popular, feed the algorithm, or get me struck down. Here's a couple of things I do know, however. I know that trolls and tribalism are still a thing on this platform, so navigating this community can be a toxic endeavor. Just look at the shenanigans going on between House Unirock and House McCrazy. Actually don't. That shit gets far more attention than it deserves. Redefining, rewording, twisting, forced terminologies. It's all sick. Y'all may not believe in a devil, but I see this fucker every damn day slivering his propaganda and lies just about everything. How can you not see the effects of a force of evil unless you're brainwashed to believe said evil is righteous? I implore everyone, stop believing what is said on TV. It's all lies in some way or another. Left or right, it's a bunch of bullshit to keep everyone glued so they get angry and upset, overly emotional about it, and make a public scene on their social media channels. And a way to make the YouTube algorithm like you is to get your viewers to leave comments. Now, that's not what I'm trying to do here, but it is a side benefit. If I was doing it, I would have multiple spots in this video where I would have you comment a simple word to show me that you watched that far into the video. That way I could get many comments from every viewer. Moving on to planning my next road trip, where I will visit every person who has submitted to this project. So start looking for abandoned buildings and funny road signs near you. Prior to this trip, I will become a delegate to the People's Party. I will use this trip to promote myself for the office of President of the United States. On a side note, has anyone seen where I left my Star Wars boxers with the dark side on the back? Seeing Hunter Biden's going for $75,000 to $500,000, I've realized I need to up my price for art. So get in on the ground floor and purchase my paintings starting at the affordable price of $100,000. And while the people are fretting in pity and anguish over the madness of this generation of government, the mainstream media is cackling all the way to the bank. Because controversy, shock, and utter disgust, abominable, sells more than charity, kindness, and reality. And it's not just the media and politicians creating it. Some people have a hunger for it too. Recently, there was this video from the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir, and they were singing about how we will convert your children. We're coming for your children. We will convert you. And this is our agenda. And then when the comments blew up with an immense amount of backlash, they took it down and claimed it was a joke. I don't know about you, but that is not something people should joke about. If I made a joke about coming after your kids, you'd probably call the cops. That's not something to joke about at all. And if it was a joke, what kind of sick asshole would joke about something like that? Hello, YouTube. Agent of Doubt here. I'm making a video to tell you all that I don't know how to make a video. I mean, I know how to make a video, but not what video to make. So I'm so far down that path that I'm asking other people to write the videos that I don't know how to make so I can make them. And after making this, I'm going to make a massive coffee. Did you mean massive coffee? You wrote mass of. Hey guys, sorry this video is late, but I caught the plague and I had to have my foot amputated. So this is a response video to 3 people: Quintica, Robert Wallace, and David Icke. Points to the LGBT and wonders if genderism is a sick joke too, because it's a bunch of made-up nonsense. All I have to say about them is the more they keep pressing and pushing their ideologies onto the people, the more resentment and revolt they're going to receive. Especially when a bunch of narcissists, fascists, hypocrites threaten to come after your kids. Fuck them and fuck communism. Tell you what, send these motherfuckers to Cuba or China for a month and see how much they love communism. Oh, but the little twits in Antifa, bullshit, like to say they want their communism their way, not the old way. Oh, so we're supposed to trust a bunch of crybabies that burn, loot, and assault people, which is terrorism, not protest anymore, that think communism, total government control, and anarchism, anti-government, will somehow magically, deliciously work together. I guess by magical marshmallow rainbow spewing out of pink, invisible, butt-dwelling unicorns' vaginas. Right?